Midas looked blankly back at him. I don't get it. You, Joseph, are the third Omni. Midas couldn't speak. Connors just waited for it to sink in. I'm an Omni? Yes, this was my last task, to find the next Omni, to recruit a team of exceptional superheroes and to train them to protect the world from anything. This is why you are here, Connors said with feeling. What are my powers? I mean, you know. You knew about my telekinesis before I did. You've been looking at my DNA. You have to know. So, are you thinking you'll stay here at Alpha then? Let me finish training you? Has it been 2 hours? Midas looked at his watch. No, but I figured this is enough for you to make a decision. Connors was back in coach mode. Midas was more than convinced. I'll be staying at Alpha. You want to be a superhero then? Yes, I want to be a superhero. As an Omni, I'm going to ask you to go above and beyond what you thought you would have to do. You understand this? I guess so, because I have some hard news to start with. You can't have the 2 weeks off the others are getting. If I tell you what your other powers are, you need to stay here to get control over them, or something bad like the Roswell thing may happen to you too. Midas suppressed the urge to get emotional. He knew he couldn't be around family and put them in danger. That lesson he learned months ago. Let's get to training. If there's any way to get just a few days at home, I want to get them. That's the spirit. Let's leave here and get to work, Connors said. Wait, you said there was a spaceship here. Where is it? Connors laughed at what were priorities in the boy's mind. It's right over here. He led him to a metallic shell that had a hole blown through it. Take a good look. We may not be back here for a while. Midas placed his hands on the ship and felt its properties. It's like no other metal I've ever felt. What is it? I don't know. It's weaker than our super alloys, so I have to think it has something to do with time travel. This didn't come through a port. It made its own port. Do you know what date it came from? Midas was picking up other pieces and feeling into them. Not sure, but a long time from now. The ship didn't have any weapons, did it? No. How did you know that? Connors asked. No armor, no reinforcing, no weapons housing, nothing that would make the ship dangerous. Just a large place for the people to sit and maybe to work. Were they some kind of time-traveling sightseers or science people? That's as good a guess as any. Omni said they just appeared next to him. Maybe they didn't mean to be so close or didn't mean to startle him. Why don't you just use the time port to look back and see what happened? Connors made a very bad face. Let me tell you something. Looking back at innocent people dying tragically and not being able to step through that portal is torture. If you start down that path, it will eat you up. Especially when it comes to loved ones. Sorry, I didn't think about it like that. It's okay, you couldn't know. Just believe what I say. Let's get out of here. Connors led him back to the port and back to Alpha. One last thing. Omni and I are the only ones who knew about this place. You've just become the third person to learn this secret. Everything in here is for you and will be yours one day. But it's only for you to know and no one else. Understand? Does that include the Egypt stuff? Everything. As far as the world knows, you will be the second Omni. I understand, and promise not to tell anyone. After dinner, Connors and Midas used the vid phone to explain to the Pringles that Midas would not be coming home for vacation. Connors explained that their son's powers were expanding, and he had to learn to control them before being around people he could hurt. Midas' family was very disappointed, but understood. Seeing his family on Sundays softened the sting of staying at Alpha. Now I want to know everything, Midas asked his coach. Okay, let's go to the hotel. The bots there make good coffee. Midas and Connors began a slow walk down the center of the Alpha campus. The sun was setting as Midas started in with questions. Will I be able to fly? Yes. Will I be invulnerable? No. Why not? You're not that kind of Omni. So I'm a primitive Omni like Amra? No, you are the third and most advanced. How? The first Omni had power over others. The second Omni had the power to fight. The third Omni has the power to build the future. What if I need to fight? I'll teach you how. These next few weeks I'll show you how to beat Ion and the others. You just need to trust me. You were good friends with Omni? Knew him well? Better than anyone. Was he really that powerful? Did he really have unlimited power? His powers were unlimited. Strength, invulnerability, stamina, flight, and the ability to manipulate forces. And yes, he really was that powerful. Connors held the door for Midas as they entered the hotel. Dr. DeClute was waiting for them in the dining area. I had heard you hadn't let all of your team go home. I was hoping you could give me a good explanation, she said. Midas here has a new power coming online. I've already called his parents and we both spoke to them. Once he gets it under control, I'll take him home myself, Connor said. Is that okay with you, Midas? She asked. It's fine. I wouldn't want to hurt anyone on accident, Midas answered. Good, very mature. So what is this new power? It's top secret. You get to see it when everyone else does, Connor said in a half-joke, half-serious tone. Top secret? Yeah, besides, you wouldn't want me to ruin the surprise, would you? Connors asked. Dr. DeClute finally gave way. Fine, have it your way. You always have. Just inform me when you send him home, right? Right, Connor said and waited for her to go away. If you were on the first team of 6, or at least there with Omni, you knew her as your healer? Midas questioned. She was the best, smart too, and caring. That's why Omni placed her in charge of Alpha. Her job is to care for your well-being. And yours is to teach teams? We all have our gifts. Midas remembered what he had asked earlier. How did Omni know his power was unlimited? Nothing could hurt him. I mean nothing. He once flew out into deep space. That itself was a feat. It took a lot of training to learn how to find your way back from deep space. Anyway, he found an uninhabited place to test his powers. A sun, an exploding sun, a sun he exploded. It didn't matter, nothing could hurt him. He did tell me one story about when he knew his powers were truly unlimited. What did he do? Midas could not contain himself. He found a nebula that had no life anywhere. He used his TK to crush the matter of 1,000 stars into something that fit in his palm. He tried to put it back when he was done, but it was just star stuff smeared around. The beautiful nebula was wrecked. I think you're the one who will someday be able to put it back the way it should be. My power could do that? In just under 20 years, you should be all set, Connor smirked. What do you mean 20 years? The Omni power takes time to fully invest itself in you. The transformation takes just about 20 years. You're just over a year into yours. A year? You mean I've been changing on the inside for over a year? Hold that thought, Connor said as he called a bot to order something. I've been changing since I was 10? Midas asked. Omni started changing when he was 8. He could really see it about the time he turned 9. You had 2 more years of a normal childhood than he did. Count yourself lucky, Connor said. Then why didn't I see it last year? Your power is mostly mental. You wouldn't see yours right away. What are my powers? I mean, what will they be? You have the same power over forces as Omni did. That includes the TK, electricity, gravity, hot, cold, light, radiation, all kinds of radiation, and pretty much anything else in the spectrum. But instead of the physical strength that Omni had, yours apply to matter. You can create and destroy matter. Well, matter and energy, since they're really the same thing. Not only that, you can shape it into anything you can imagine. Except living stuff, Midas added. Really? Connors asked. Yeah, it doesn't work out that well. If I don't understand it, I can't make it. I'll have to remember that. There are also the side effects of the Omni power. What side effects? And that's the second time you said Omni power. What's that mean? The Omni power is what makes you an Omni. It's a power you connect to. It's where your power comes from. The first time the power shot through you was in the school parking lot. Your mind and body will become more accustomed to the Omni power, and you'll become partners with it. Where does it come from?